I want you to enjoy your retirement. I want you to spend more money while you're young and healthy and do the things you've dreamed of. I absolutely don't want you to end up regretting that you didn't do something because you were afraid of running out of money. But I also don't want you to waste your money. I don't want you to unknowingly bleed money on small, reoccurring expenses. Retirement? It's the golden goal, relaxation, travel, hobbies, but beneath that vision is the worry, will I have enough? It's a valid concern because decades of living off savings can be daunting. What if you miscalculated? What if they're unexpected expenses? These are the questions that keep people up at night. Big setbacks can derail a plan, but it's often the small expenses, the financial termites that quietly erode your savings. It's like death by 1,000 cuts, right? Not the big purchases, but the reoccurring costs, forgotten subscriptions, small indulgences, and missed income opportunities. These are where retirees unknowingly lose money, which can jeopardize their financial security. Even if you believe your finances are in relatively good shape, I'm going to share some practical, no-nonsense strategies that could save you thousands of dollars annually, often with little or no effort. Think of these as preventative maintenance items for your retirement funds, which will ensure that your money lasts as long as you do. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share one expense you should not cut from your retirement budget, and why this one little specific expense could lead to more happiness in retirement. Thanks for dropping by the Retirement Guide channel. I'm Daryl Rosen. My firm, Securement Wealth, we help people all over the country not just plan for retirement, actually hopefully enjoy it. Let's get started. Cash is likely underperforming and it is time to optimize it. Boosting your retirement income can be surprisingly simple. No budget cuts or lifestyle changes are always needed. Just a quick look at where your cash is parked can make a huge difference in your future. I've seen this small adjustment translate into thousands of extra dollars annually, money you're likely missing out on. It's a huge area for improvement. Most retirees keep a lot of savings in ultra low interest checking or savings accounts, wanting readily available funds for expenses and emergencies. That makes sense. This safe money approach offers peace of mind. However, these accounts often offer abysmally low interest rates, even close to zero. With inflation eroding purchasing power, your money is effectively losing value. So what can you do? Well, a quick call or a few clicks can move those funds to a high-yield savings or money market account. These offer much higher interest rates, and what that does is allows your money to grow passively. A simple shift like this could generate an extra $5,000 or more per year, depending on how much money you have. Keep in mind that the risk-free interest rate is pretty good right now. And recently I had a conversation with my son about these risk-free interest rates. He said to put the money in the stock market, it will do better, he said. Said he was setting a reminder in his calendar for 10 years from now to tell me he told me so. Gee, thanks, son. But there's nothing wrong with 4 or 5% interest rates. So here's your action plan. Audit your current interest rate. Check the interest rate you're currently earning on your checking and savings accounts. If it's below 3 or 4%, your money is likely underperforming. You can also inquire about higher yield options. Contact your bank or your credit union. Ask about their high yield savings accounts or money market accounts that are generating more interest. A lot of these institutions, they offer these products, but they aren't always prominently advertised. And also, explore online banking platforms. Don't limit yourself to your local bank. That's so last century. Online banks offer highly competitive interest rates due to lower overhead costs. So you got to compare rates and choose the option that maximizes your returns. Here's a Securement tip. Keep only enough funds in your checking account to cover your immediate monthly expenses and transfer the remaining balance to a high yield account. Don't let this get away from you, and you'll earn more interest. So let's talk about subscriptions. We all have them. Streaming services, magazines, gym memberships, all of that stuff. Software, a myriad of other reoccurring charges. And these things populate our bank statements. And while each individual subscription may seem relatively small, their cumulative impact can be quite substantial. The problem is that many of these subscriptions go unnoticed, continuing to drain our accounts long after we stop using the service. I can tell you I've encountered numerous instances where clients were paying for subscriptions they had completely forgotten about. Old magazine subscriptions, unused software licenses, streaming services they no longer watched. And these phantom subscriptions, they represented a significant waste of money. So here's how to reclaim those lost dollars. You need to leverage financial management tools. There are many personal finance apps or websites. I use Quicken. These tools can automatically scan your bank and credit statements, identifying reoccurring charges and presenting them to you in some sort of consolidated way that you can use. Let me tell you, I have just recently been there. I took the time to categorize all my business expenses, and I was honestly astounded by what I found. I had accumulated a whole host of subscriptions for all these different software programs and online tools, some barely used, others I'd completely forgotten about. It was actually therapeutic and strangely satisfying to click those cancel buttons and reclaim all the wasted dollars. It's amazing how easily these small subscriptions can slip through the cracks and drain your budget. So that exercise for me really brought home the importance of regularly reviewing and pruning these recurring expenses. So you got to do the audit, right? The subscription audit. Set aside some time to thoroughly review the list of subscriptions generated by these tools, or you have to do it manually. Ask yourself honestly, have I used this service in the past 3 months? Do I still need it? Do I enjoy it? If the answer is no to any of these things, just cancel it immediately. Go through your bank statements if you're more like a hands-on paper person and list every subscription you're paying for. This simple exercise can be stunningly revealing. By the way, if you want a second opinion on what you have going on, if you have questions, I do offer flat fee consulting and hourly consulting. To learn more, simply go to theretirementguy.com to see if I'm the right fit. Commercial over. Move on to discounts, unlocking valuable discounts. And an organization like AARP, which used to be the American Association of Retired Persons, these organizations offer benefits to their members, access to valuable discounts on various products and services. And while some people may hesitate to join, perceiving this as an association exclusively for senior citizens, the reality is that AARP membership can provide significant financial advantages really for anybody over 50. For a nominal annual fee, you can get access to discounts on car rentals, hotels, flights, restaurants, stores, and even insurance premiums. These savings can quickly add up and often exceed the cost of the membership itself. I know recently, because we're going to Florida, I switched from Hertz to Avis because of the discount. It was substantial. Here's a reality check. AARP membership is not about labeling yourself or succumbing to any perceived notions of age. I understand this. Nobody really wants to feel old. It reminds me of the time I took my dad to the men's club in our local community. He was 82 at the time, and it turned out that the group ranged in age from, like 60 plus, it seemed, all the way up to 90s. He wasn't even close to the oldest guy there, and he actually raved about the speaker when he went. And when I asked him if he was going to go back, he said no, everyone was too old. And then he sort of laughed. The irony was not lost on me. The point is, taking advantage of programs like this is not about dwelling on age. It's about smart financial management. It's about maximizing your resources and making your money work harder for you. So if you're eligible, I strongly encourage you to check it out, to explore the available discounts and see if they align with your spending habits. Please do not leave money on the table simply because of some preconceived notion of your age. This is about being financially savvy regardless of age. The next topic is Amazon, or the Amazon effect, managing your online spending. We know it's become incredibly convenient, and Amazon is often the first destination for many consumers. This easy access can be beneficial, but it also makes it easier to overspend, especially on impulse purchases. There is a great tendency to add items to your cart and complete purchases with minimal thought. This contributes to unnecessary spending. Over here at the Rosen House, seems like every time I look at our Amazon account, the wife has 7 or 8 items just rearing and ready to go. These small, frequent purchases can accumulate quickly, and this can impact your budget without you really fully realizing. So here are some strategies to manage online spending. The first is to implement the 24-hour rule. This could work for a lot of things. Before you finalize an online purchase, add the item to your cart and wait 24 hours. This cooling off period could allow you to reconsider the purchase and avoid an impulsive decision. It doesn't really work for my wife, though. You can also establish a monthly budget for online spending. Allocate a specific amount of money each month for online purchases and track your spending and stick to your budget. Probably a good idea to unsubscribe from promotional email lists as much as you can, because these retailers, they're just going to hit you over the head over and over. And these emails will trigger impulse purchases that you may not need. Unsubscribing can help curb the temptation to overspend. I want to emphasize the power of small savings. Every penny counts. And, in my work, retirement planning isn't just about making large investment decisions, helping people with that. It's also about cultivating a mindset in my clients of mindful spending and identifying opportunities to save small amounts of money regularly. These small savings, when they accumulate over time, can have a significant positive impact on your overall financial picture. future. It's really stunning to me at times. So I want you to take some time to review your spending habits and identify areas where you can cut back. This might involve reducing your dining out expenses or finding less expensive alternatives for certain products or services, or just simply being more conscious of your spending in general. Before I spring you guys, and thank you so much for watching, I want to make one very important point. Do not cut out this one expense if it makes you happy, and that's a trip to Starbucks. I go every morning and it makes me happy. I'm self-employed. I work remotely. Even though I speak to people all day long, it's almost as if I'm semi-retired because I don't really go anywhere. Here's my point. Seeing the same people every day, either customers or the Starbucks partners, that makes me happy. They know my name and I know their names. The budget gurus would tell you to cut it out because it can add up. Don't do it if it makes you happy. The bottom line is retirement security is built on a foundation of solid financial planning, consistent saving habits. By addressing these common spending mistakes and implementing the strategies I've outlined in this video, you can significantly improve your chances of enjoying a comfortable and worry-free retirement. Remember, it's not always about the big decisions. It's the small, consistent actions that ultimately make the biggest difference. If you like this video, you might like this one or this one, and I'll see you next time.